Hi everyone. So I just want to provide you a demo of a solution which we have developed specifically for mutual fund distributors and RIAs. So that they can increase their overall AUM, they can reach out to more customers, they can also use all AI based solutions. So I'll provide you, to start with, we have a website called BharatAdvisor.com. That's where we are providing multiple solutions where you can manage your clients better. So we have tools like portfolio analyzer. I will provide you also a demo of the complete solution. I just want to provide you an overview first. We also provide a financial goal planning tool where you can basically plan for financial goals for your clients, and then you can provide them a comprehensive financial plan. There's a mutual fund screener. It's an advanced screener with a lot of AI pieces into it where you can then identify which funds are good and how you can compare funds across different categories and segments. So I will also provide you a demo of it. Then there's an expense tracker that will help you in managing the expenses or the budgeting part of the client. So basic idea of ours is to help you help reaching your clients, basically help achieving your clients their financial goals. So that's the objective which we have, so that you can become a trusted advisor to your clients. And we also provide a campaign generation and CRM tools so that you can basically generate multiple campaigns, and also you can manage your clients there. And this is again, there are a few AI LLM models, and that's the beauty of it, that how you'll be able to create campaigns. You can send that easily on WhatsApp or any other means. This is also white label. You can also take your own app. We also provide you your own website with your own brand name, colors and logo and everything. So basically all options are open for you. So that's what we have. I'll straight away now come to a demo piece. So basically, this is a dashboard which you see. This is basically a distributor dashboard. So that's like being given to you, and that's where you can you do all kind of analysis for your clients. You can basically look into all kind of reports. You can basically look into the AUM. You can see what kind of investments your clients have done. You can individually go to each client and can also do the analysis of each client, what kind of SIPs they have, what kind of XIRR, or maybe the invested amount or the portfolio value, or which SIPs are expiring and everything. So all kind of analysis we provide. That's one thing, right? So on top of it, you can look into all of your customers. Basically, you've got a customer list. You can add client from here. You can also look into your prospects. You click on a client, you can also do the goal planning for them. So we are providing multiple financial goals, ranging from say a comprehensive goal plan to wedding plans, car purchase. And this is a very nice UI. I mean, it's a very good flow. I'll show you that, like how can you plan, and you basically can also integrate this goal planning into your website. So currently you might have seen a lot of people are integrating calculators into their website. While we believe that instead of calculators, I think it is better to integrate few of those goals, so that your client will find your website to be more interactive, and you can generate a lot of leads. Even you can also try out providing a free financial goal planning advice to your clients, where they would be interested in basically coming to you, and then you can accordingly ask them to plan for the goals. And I think that's a good way of also reaching out to your client, because a lot of clients are nowadays they're highly demanding. They're finding a lot of different tools coming from different direct platforms. So I think we are providing all those solutions. So I'll quickly show you one of the plans here, which is all in one. So basically it has an interface. You have complete control on it. What you want to show to your client, you can control from the settings tab, whether you want to show them the goal planning or not, or you want to do along with them, you want to show them the output or not. So everything is in your control. So this is where basically you can select the client name, and then you can ask for their income, their expenses, I'll go a little faster. Basic what kind of income growth rate they have, what kind of expense growth rate they have, the inflation and all. Even you can consider EMIs. So objective of that is to forecast the cash flow for your client, so that we understand that what kind of money that person will be getting over the period of time in their lifetime, so that we accordingly can plan for the goals. And it's a comprehensive way of doing it. So we basically consider all kind of forecasts, not a simple calculator. It's rather very comprehensive tool for that matter. Then you also try to understand what kind of investments they have, if they have any kind of savings or if they have any real assets or liabilities. So for example, if they have any investment in a mutual fund stock, so basically you capture all of those assets at one place. You also get a consolidated view, so your client also gets delighted by seeing that everything is at one place. But at the same time, for goal planning purpose, you also want to see how much investments we have made, so that you can look for the deficit amount. So basically, if someone is planning for say 10 lakh rupees for their kids education, but they already have suppose some 1 lakh rupees in their savings account or maybe in mutual fund, so basically we know that in future value calculations that maybe you need some 6 lakh rupees as a deficit, maybe in 10 years. So let's plan only for 6 lakhs. So that's the idea. So basically to identify the deficit amount, right? So you have ppf, epf, a lot of options which you can. So maybe like for example, I will just put one maybe a large cap fund, and you just put say 1 lakh rupees here, and you say okay, monthly investment is say 5,000. Now you can confirm this, so you can add as many funds, as many stocks as you want, right? Similarly, you can add savings, bond, other stuff here. Then you can also add house, land, gold, crypto, all those things over here. Similarly, your liabilities, because then again your assets are there. So basically we also try to assess your net worth on the basis of it. So you can also add housing loan, personal loan, or any kind of loans that you have, so that we also understand what kind of EMIs you will have in future. Once you do that, then basically you can, there is a questionnaire we provide. On that basis you can do the risk assessment of your client. There are also assumptions which you can change as you want. So basically that's the idea, to identify the risk tolerance of your client. Then you can also ask for multiple goals. We are providing the option to select multiple goals, retirement goal or any kind of home goal, or maybe higher education, vacation or emergency. Then people also can plan for different goals, so they can basically select, deselect whatever they want. Once you set the goals, then the idea is to provide the amount. Everything gets calculated in future value. You just need to provide the current value. So in this case, like for example, if you have a higher education goal of 10 lakh, you can also put any kind of a bonus amount if you are planning to get in future. So that's the comprehensive way of doing it, right? So basically we are considering all whatever factors possible. You can also attach your investments over here. So basically if you have invested in mutual fund like we invested, and you can add here. So basically this particular investment is kind of linked to this particular goal, and later I will show you that how the deficit amount comes out. So here you can again basically provide any kind of a vacation amount. For example, as a goal, maybe you say okay, maybe in 8 years you'll require a vacation, and then maybe wedding, you might need some 25 lakh rupees. I'm just putting some number, maybe after say 12 years, whatever. Now 1 lakh, this is like expected income per month. So basically what you will be earning today, what is kind of expected, everything gets calculated in the future value terms. Your retirement corpus and everything we calculate accordingly. You can even link your ppf, epf, or if you have any kind of existing investment with this goal. Then there's home purchase goal, where you can then again provide some kind of amount. And then basically now what happens, like we basically with the help of AI, and we also have our proprietary algorithms. So on that basis we create a financial goal plan for your client. You can basically provide the kind of access to your client for this. So see here, your goal plan is ready. So basically chance of success is 99%. So we do multiple scenario analysis. On that basis we come up with this number, and there are simulations we do. So it's a very advanced way of doing it. And then you can also look into a goal summary table. Then there is also an investment overview. So we also recommend these funds, how much to invest in which fund. But at the same time, if you want to add your own portfolio, there is an option where you can also add your portfolios, right? So basically it's again you can look into your income and expenses projections. There are multiple ways of doing a lot of analytics on top of it. Your client would love it because they would want to see a lot of things about their financial future. So I think that's going to be a great tool for them, and you can also kind of guide them by explaining all of it. We provide a proper training to you before you go to your clients. So we have a proper training module for it. Currently I'm going very fast on it because I know that I need to capture a lot of things. So there are purchase plan there, then then there's a financial blueprint. It's again a very nice way of looking things into. Basically, you look into your financial future at one go, like how much income you would have, what kind of expenses, what kind of EMI and all that. So you also look into the asset allocation. That's again a very great part into our tool. We basically have a dynamic asset allocation. So asset allocation is not static, it keeps changing as per your goal tenure. So we also consider that. Then there are goal plans. You can basically see that goal plans, these are not step up SIP, these are rather, I will just show you for retirement. So you can basically see initially it is almost flat, because the idea, that's where AI comes in play. It tries to find out the optimum way as per your cash flows, what is the optimum way of helping you achieving all of your goals. So see, initially it is flat, but later once it realizes that all of the other goals are done, then it starts increasing the SIP. So basically it's a smart way of doing it, right? Then there are portfolio characteristics. You can look that we've got a portfolio which is a combination of equity, debt, and alternatives. In alternatives we have gold portfolio. So basically we have LIC MF gold ETF, right? So this is how the whole planning is done. You can also build your portfolio manually. There is a manual option. You can basically select from our curated portfolios. You can also go manual. Manually you can select funds from here. You can provide the weightages and all that. So there's a lot of stuff you can do here. I'm not going too deep into it. My only way of saying it is that this is a very good approach to do any kind of a goal planning for your client in a portfolio approach. And this basically will surely help your client, and your client would find it very, very different, and they would be interested in working with you. So that's one of the tools which we have. Now moving to other tools, so I would like to now show you the expense dashboard, or before that I will come to the SIP calculator. So basically the calculators which we have are again very different, because we also, not only we do the calculations, but we also provide you, on the basis of the profile of your client, we also provide you a curated portfolios, and you can accordingly, create a proposal. You can click on it, and then on a PDF you can generate a proposal which you can send to your client. This is again a very interesting or detailed proposal which you get, because then for every single fund, whatever we have recommended, we also provide the detailed insights of that. So you can accordingly change the amount, and then you will find that accordingly your proposal keeps changing, right? So basically, and you will have your name, your company name, your brand name, and everything will be there on that PDF. So that's again an interesting way of sending the proposal to your client. And there's a lot of AI which is coming in play here, which is helping distributors, simplifying their lives. You can reach out to more clients, on if you start using these type of tools, right? And then we have all kind of calculators here. For all kind of calculators, we again have different kind of portfolios which you can recommend. Even for SWP, you can plan for some kind of this thing. Even for retirement planning, this is again a very a detailed retirement planning which we have. And then again you can recommend the portfolio on the basis of the corpus or the SIP which they have to do. So all of those things are there. Then we have a very intelligent mutual fund screener. So you might have seen screeners which are very static in nature, while in our case we normally provide lot of ways to apply different filters. You can apply filters as per asset class. You can also do fund category wise, risk level wise, even purchase mode, regular or direct. While at the same time you've got multiple metrics which you can, if you want to add, say for example, 1 week return, so your 1 week return gets added here. If you want to add 1 month return, then it gets added. You can basically compare. If you want to remove any of those, you can remove from here. So basically it is a good way of adding. At the same time, we also have a lot of fundamentals. You can have all kind of expense ratio, or you also have a split of large cap, mid cap, and small cap in the funds. You've got top 10 holdings, you've got market cap, duration, stock holdings, multiple ratios like PB ratio, PE ratio, ROE, and then you also have quartile rankings here. So all kind of rankings and quartiles, you can basically play with it, and you can find the best way of selecting the mutual funds. Then you've got all kind of ratios, alpha, beta, information ratio, tracking error, trainer ratio, whatever is required basically in today's world. You've got all kind of risk metrics, Sharpe ratio, standard deviation, Sortino ratio. So you can select whatever you feel is good, and accordingly those will be shown here, and then you can sort it as the way you want it. So that's one way of doing it. While if you are really thinking that maybe you want to do it maybe in a better manner, so we have an AI. So you can basically ask, you can say, tell me which funds have given more than, and rather you can say which equity funds, or even if you want you can also say which equity large cap funds of maybe given more than say 20% return in last. And you can basically ask multiple more than 20% return and maybe higher Sharpe ratio or Sortino ratio, whichever way you want to do it. So basically now what happens, we have a smart way of doing it, and see, it quickly tells you the funds which have given more than 20% returns in last 5 years, that too in a sorted manner, right? You can also click on the funds, you can also get further details about the fund, so you can do a complete research using this, and then you can recommend a few of those to your clients. So that's one way of doing it. Then we also have multiple AI tools where there's a Mutual Fund GPT portfolio analyzer. I will show you a portfolio concentration first. So this is where either you can put manually, you can select funds from here and you can manually select any of the funds, or if you have a CAS report of your client, you can basically upload the CAS file of your client, and just give me a second. So I'll just upload one of the CAS file here, and you just have to provide a password. Your client can also do that. You can provide this particular interface to your client, and it all depends. You have all the control, what you want to show them, what you don't want to show them. You can also check the age and the risk tolerance and the goal tenure. Now basically what it is doing, it is extracting data from Morningstar, and then we have our algorithms. We are trying to find the what is the overlap, what is the kind of concentration, different stock wise fund share contribution. You can see, like in this particular CAS file and a portfolio, HDFC and ICICI, all of these, Reliance and all, what kind of weightage they have. Similarly you also have a sector wise, like financial services has 23.2% weightage. If you want also look into all sectors, then also you can look into it. So you basically get another this thing, so you can also look into it. And if you also want to go to say 1 second, yeah. So that's the idea. Here again you can basically look into the portfolio analyzer. So this is where in portfolio analyzer again you can upload a CAS report, and now in this case it will basically try to analyze the overall portfolio, and it will tell you like which funds are good. We have got multiple tools like this. I'm just showing you few tools, but all of these tools you can use in some way or the other. And idea is to help your clients achieving the goals, and they can basically do a better planning. So I'm just, due to paucity of time, I'm not able to show you all the tools. We have also a transaction platform where you also can do the transactions. So basically we like to provide end to end. We've got a customer interface where customers can also do bit of this thing, and they can also interact. It makes it more interactive that way. So your customers would be interested in basically using these tools, or maybe you kind of helping them with these tools. So that's the idea. Now it is analyzing the portfolio. It provides you a portfolio metrics table. It comes from the CAS report. Now it also looks into your current portfolio overview. It tells you like how is your portfolio. It does the analysis. It tells you the investment and all. It provides you a performance summary, recommendations, and future outlook, conclusion, and all that. You can also basically send download PDF. You can send it on WhatsApp, and all that. So you got all the options here. You can select your client from here. So we have a Mutual Fund GPT. We've got some fund comparison tool. There's also a campaign generator. I was talking about that. You can generate campaigns. So you can maybe select any of the fund here. Say I'm just taking some fund. You can say create WhatsApp campaign for this fund. Now now it will generate a WhatsApp campaign. You can basically send this campaign. See, this is the beauty of LLM models, that your time gets saved and you are able to reach out to more and more customers, because your life becomes simpler. It's not a static templates which you used to get. Now it has become more dynamic. If you want to put, maybe you also like, see, there's a nice way of sending it, right? So similarly, we also have a fund analyzer where you can compare funds again in a very dynamic manner, not like the regular fund comparison where you have few ratios being compared. Rather, you can basically interact and check, and then there is a mutual fund GPT. This is again a very nice tool where you can basically contextually ask questions. So for example, you want to know what is the performance, it will basically provide you the performance, and then there are follow-up questions you can ask, right? So idea is to basically then get deep into it and to get the answers. Like for example, you got all these these are performance metrics you've got, and all the data coming from Morningstar. So all that data is highly reliable. Then you have suggested questions, so basically you can do all kind of research over here. I will just show you the last one now, and we have many other tools, but I'm not showing everything, but I will just show you one of the very good tools, which is an expense details. Basically idea here is that you can actually capture the complete income, expenses, and you can also compare your client's actual and planned. Basically it's a budgeting tool. People charge huge amount for this, even for financial planning as well, but then for you, we're not charging that kind of amount, right? So basic idea is that your client should be able to do their expense planning, and there's a good way of basically putting all the details here. You can actually provide your family details, and you can also add a family member, the earning family member, so that's one. Then you can also put the salary, source of income. Now there are multiple source of income. You can have salary, interest income, rental income, dividend, and see how deep it is. Like if you have a salary, we also ask for a growth. We also ask for a growth, how much, because then we do the cash flow forecasting. We also check year in effect, whether it's monthly, yearly, one time, so you can also do that. And you can also say this income is till when, till retirement. You might have a freelancing income, one time income, you can always put that. So once you add your income, then you can also then basically put all of your assets and liabilities over here. And then you also can put the expenses again can be one time, maybe, or you can also say what kind of expense growth rate you are expecting. Once you do all this, there are multiple expenses, then there is also a dashboard, which is again a very nice dashboard. You basically can look into your assets, liabilities, net worth. You can also analyze your net worth, how is it going. You can also look into your monthly expenses breakdown, where are your expenses going. You can do the monthly budgeting, and your client would love it. These are the tools which will be the game changer, I believe, in future. But I think clients now need a lot of different information, different details. You've got asset breakdown, you have income projection and all that, right? So this is what we have. I have more tools. We can basically set up a demo session. You can go on our website. You can also book a demo from here with me, and then we'll help you with any kind of help you need. Our prices are very less. We have highly discounted prices. One of the best prices we are providing at this point of time, and I think will help you taking your business to the next level. I think we can play that role in this AI world, I believe. So let's collaborate on this. Let me know whenever you want to reach out to us. Thanks for your time. Thanks a lot.